The usual sounds of Tokyo. People milling about conducting business in a large open-air market. Cars honking, motors humming. All of this white noise falls away to the sound of glass shattering, like a lake frozen over in the winter. This pristine silence that rings out upon the streets is once again broken by the sounds of crumbling steel, and then the screams of hundreds. Blood begins to flow. Where we last left off, our exorcists had just finished their second successful hunt with no exorcist casualties and no civilian casualties to speak of, other than the poor, unfortunate souls who were caught up in Ueno's revenge plot. We now find ourselves 2 weeks later, after the period of rest and recovery of Ivy and Ryuji, spending some time in the hospital, recovering their massive injuries that they both took after the hunt, as Connell and Phan are sort of minding their business in the Division 12 offices.
Connell is like looking out the window, but then he turns back to Phan, who's probably just working with her items, and he proceeds to say, hey, Phan?
What's up?
Aren't the other two supposed to, like, get out of the hospital today?
Oh, I guess so. I don't really think about that.
Oh my god, we didn't do anything. Oh my god.
Are we supposed to do something?
They're getting out of the hospital. We should be like getting a nice gesture like we did last time, right? We put up the sign still hangs up over where it's like happy, I forget what, yeah, happy 40th anniversary. We did nothing. Do you know how to like bake or something?
I could try.
Okay. We're gonna bake. I don't know how to bake anything. What do you know how to bake?
Hardtack? It's just flour and water, right?
What is that?
I don't know. I saw it in a book once.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to the kitchen. We're gonna figure out what we can make. We sprint towards the kitchen. What's in there?
Yeah, you sprint towards the kitchen. It's not even a kitchen. It's literally just a break room. You find, like, a bunch of microwavable stuff. I mean, how many people purchased the indulgences package, if I recall correctly?
It was 3 people who purchased indulgences, and I don't think any of them are usable for culinary applications.
And I got cigarettes.
You, like, walk into, like, the break room. There's, like, microwave popcorn, some shitty instant coffee, some tea. Definitely nothing you could bake anything with. Like, the most, like, confectionery ingredients you'd find in this place is, like, maybe some sugar for, like, sweetening tea or coffee, maybe some creamer, but I don't know what you could do with that.
Okay, Phan, can I borrow some of your candy so we can make something?
You guys hear a door slam.
Shit, they're here! He like pulls out a bowl, and then he looks at you as the cabinet is laid open with all your candy on a shelf, and he's looking at it, and then he's looking at you.
If it gets them off her back, you can take a couple of pieces.
Awesome. Connell proceeds to pulls his arm and shoves a bunch of candy into the bowl, wrapper and all.
Phan, you just hear, like, help us! Just like as they fall into the bowl.
Yeah, he rapidly tears off on them open, and then he pulls out the coffee creamer that he knows is sweet, and he pours just a little bit in as this, like, absolute candy amalgam has now been created.
Wait, do you have those energy drinks?
Oh yeah, you're right. That'll make it sweet. Okay, pour some in.
You guys hear the clack of dress shoes against a tile floor, transitioning to carpet.
Oh, that's Ryuji. Only he will wear nice shoes like that.
You're on, like, what, the 3rd floor in the break room right now?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. How you, like, is this just, like, like in one of those, like, gross punch bowls that, like, every office has?
Yeah, exactly. I imagine it was like a chip bowl formerly, and now it's like
disgustingly
it's like transparent.
wonderful.
It's like transparent. You can see what's inside of it.
How are you gonna get this down the stairs? You just gonna, like, carry it down? Are you gonna try and take the elevator? What are you gonna do?
I think Ryuji is ascending those stairs right now.
Clack, clack, clack.
I think we step out into the hall, and Connell, like, stands up straight and, like, smiles, waiting for Ryuji to finish his ascent.
Rounding the stairs, finally entering your field of vision. You see Ryuji in his nice suit, his arm in a sling. Clack, 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 as he, other than the sounds of his shoes hitting the cold steps, is silent as he walks up to all of you, looks down at what you're holding, and says nothing. His expression is vacant, almost haunted, as he goes, "Hello. What is that?"
Welcome back. You got back from the hospital, so we made you this. He, like, shoves it into your chest.
You're alive. Hooray.
Yeah.
I'm not
we
hungry.
made you, oh.
I hold it
Okay.
back out to you, place it back in your hands.
Whoa. Was the doctor, like, bad? A bad doctor? What happened?
No. Ivy will probably be there until later tonight. She's in bad shape. Ryuji's expression remains vacant as he just sort of mumbles under his breath. He goes, "Yeah, well, you can put all of that away. Ivy's in bad condition, last time I heard, so you should probably get something ready for her when she shows up." He takes his suitcase, sort of picks it up off the floor again, and goes, "I'll be busy," and goes to a higher floor of the office to find somewhere quiet.
Oh, okay, well, we'll see you, and we hope you have a good one.
Clack, clack, clack.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how to do nice stuff for people.
Well, I mean, Phan, but on all accounts we did the right thing, except for whatever this monstrosity is, but he seems to be going through something.
Yes?
I don't know, he's usually has a bright smile on his face. I hope Ivy didn't get the same, I guess, depressive treatment, but one can only hope.
I mean, if either of them, die, wouldn't we just get someone new?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same, would it?
I mean, isn't this just our job?
Phan, Cain isn't a job. On all accounts, it's not one. It's kind of like I don't want to say a prison because I could get into trouble for that, but it's not something where we stand something to gain. It's only I don't know, means of survival. A promise of another day. Maybe it finally hit Ryuji that that's the case.
Sorry, I'm not good with people.
That's okay. Now let's go clean up the common area before Ryuji gets more depressed.
As you two walk away into the rest of the building, Ryuji minding his own business upstairs, you two starting to clean, we'll cut to Ivy. You are in intensive care right now. The wounds you sustained from the last battle, heavy. You are entirely unconscious, as, God knows what is being done to save you. In this state of altered consciousness, this, deepness that you find yourself in, your mind swimming through memories, an amalgamation, a stew of just everything that's ever happened to you, your consciousness floats. What would you see right now as you're under anesthesia? What are the things that are pulling at you?
I'd probably be seeing a lot of my mother. I try not to think about her a lot, but I recently saw her from the sin, obviously, against my own will. And I'm just probably replaying her death and what I could have done to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that I fight sins.
It's different seeing it up close, right? Versus hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
In your unconsciousness, this altered state of mind that you find yourself in allows you to dig a little bit deeper into your past, something that your waking mind normally doesn't let you do. As you sort of drift through this miasma, thinking about things, you appear at almost a mental crossroads, and in front of you there are two corpses, both resembling your mother. And as you make contact mentally with these things, you see your mother as she died, as you remember it, after the incident on that bridge. And you see something on the floor in a black blob, almost redacted by the universe itself, in something you surmise to only be the shape of your mother, but is entirely different. And as you look at this thing and try and parse through it and try and understand what is being shown to you, what subconsciously is being flashed into your mind, you snap awake in the hospital bed, covered in sweat. These sheets are drenched and you are breathing heavy as you sort of jolt up on the bed and look around.
It's just the most sterile place ever, just white walls that burn my eyes. I've never been to a Cain sanctioned hospital, so I truly don't know what's going on right now. I guess I'll get out of the bed. Am I in that hospital gown that they...
Yeah, hospital robes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are. You look around, and on the right side of you there's a small table with all of your belongings that you had on you at the time, folded up. You can tell it's not your uniform anymore because they obviously had to cut it up and destroy it to save you and do intensive surgery, but it's a ill-fitting uniform. Funnily enough, the shoes are the same, which is one of the main things they were able to salvage.
Okay.
No, this place is nothing like any other Cain medical facility you've been in, because you've been in training accidents, broken arms, bits and pieces. When you were first using your power, you ended up hurting yourself and a couple others, but all that stuff was sort of handled on site, lots of bureaucracy, lots of other stuff like that. This is entirely different.
I'll get changed, and while I get changed, I notice that on my right hand is a burn mark, it's a burn scar that I didn't notice when I woke up. And so for the first time ever, I'll actually put on the coat of the suit so that nobody sees it. And then I guess I'll walk out.
Yeah. You open the door, it slides open with a chunk as you begin to walk down the hallway out of this liminal space, and you end up back on the streets of Tokyo, eventually finding your way back to the office. You enter the building and you see the happy 48th anniversary sign, and you aren't able to tell if this was hung up anew or if it was left up from Ryuji's initial re-entry back into the workforce. Connell, Phan, would you be waiting for Ivy, or would you be elsewhere in the building right now?
I think if we made enough progress on cleaning, we're now waiting at the entrance because it's the evening.
I think I'm pretty indifferent.
Just does not give a shit. Yeah, Ivy, you walk in, and Ryuji, where are you at this moment? Are you still upstairs, or are you with the rest of the team?
I'll say I'm not there yet.
Okay. You walk in, and you see each other for the first time in 2 weeks.
Hey!
Hi.
You made it!
It's a lot cleaner than I remember it being. Than I thought it was going to be, at least.
Yeah, Ryuji came in kind of depressed, and we thought it might have been the environment, so we touched it up. But we made you some food. It's been like simmering, like the disgusting bowl has been simmering for I think like up to 4 to 6 hours now. It's like bile.
That's nice. Thanks.
You gonna have some?
You know, they said I wasn't supposed to eat like 2 to 6 hours after, so I'm okay.
Oh, I get it. Chemicals
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
More for me, I guess.
Oh,
He
I'm gonna be
freezes.
sick.
I'm gonna go eat more now. He walks away.
Coming down the stairs, you can hear the sound of dress shoes coming down the stairs, and coming through the doorway is Ryuji with his coat slung over his arm. He's not wearing it. It's just his white button-up, no tie. As he comes down, sees that you, Ivy, have returned, and you can see his whole body visibly tense up.
Hi, Ryuji.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Glad you're okay.
God, you're okay.
Yes. Make yourself at home. As he begins to walk past and into the break room, the entire time he does not make eye contact.
You have any new projects, Phan?
I've been working on a couple of things. Even though they're in use, a lot of the computer monitors weren't working properly. The keyboards had a lot of keys that weren't working, and the computers themselves are a total nightmare. So I've been pretty busy. How is the hospital?
It's weird. I don't remember, like, anything. Not even going to the hospital. Like, I just remember waking up.
Oh, welcome back. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Good, yes.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Ryuji crouches down, opens the cabinet, and goes to grab a regain and sees that half of them are missing. Looks back at you, Connell. Doesn't say anything, just grabs one and leaves.
What's eating you? Oh. What's eating you?
Huh?
You've been... I don't know, I guess, like, I can't find the proper term because everyone here is a little strange, but you've been a little weird.
Oh, yeah, Sorry. I didn't mean to put everyone off or be unfriendly. Or impolite. Sorry.
No, that's not the case. We're just worried about you, bud.
Oh, yeah. Plastered smile across his face. I'm just a little out of it. You know, the hospital takes a toll on you. You're feeling tired. Could use some nice rest.
Yeah, I think you could use a break. If you'd rather not sleep in the common area, we could, like, figure something out to give you a better sense of sleep. I know it's a bit chaotic in there.
Oh, no. That's not the issue. There's no issue. I appreciate your consideration, but I'm quite alright, Connell.
Okay. Well,
thank you for your
Ryuji,
concern.
I'll let you know one thing before I leave you to it. The one thing you can't buy with script is therapy, but I'm here for you, bud.
Tilts his head.
Out.
I don't catch your meaning.
He turns around. Out of all of the things that you can purchase in the organization, the one thing Cain doesn't seem to offer you is any form of therapy or mental care. Not a single thing. But if you need someone to talk to, I'll listen.
Smiles again. I'm quite alright.
Okay. Connell goes to bed.
As you guys are going to the bunks to go to bed, Ryuji is not there all night.
Where is Ryuji?
Who goes looking for him in the morning?
Not me.
Not me, is crazy.
Not me. Yeah, I expected that.
The lioness does not concern herself with the mental health of her teammates.
She's got computers to fix.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose Connell.
Sure. The entire, bottom 3 floors completely empty. Going past the bunks to one of the quieter floors, you see that there is a light on in exactly one of them. In one side of the offices, where there appears to be cubicles with the dividers taken down, and beside one of these desk lamps that have been set up and turned on, just spotlighting a desk that Ryuji has fallen asleep at. He has conked out working on something late into the night / early morning. He's still wearing his work outfit, his white button-up, slacks, dress shoes. You see a number of things splayed out on this desk. Things that he, in his absence, had gone out probably while you guys were off preparing for Ivy's return. He had been requesting and acquiring things that he had put in orders for. You see a number of physics textbooks on the desk, like Japanese high school and college physics textbooks. One of them, the university level one, is open to a page on conservation of angular momentum. Another is opened up to a page on the global scope of a physics phenomenon called the Coriolis effect, where objects from a rotating reference frame tend to look like they are spiraling depending on cells of temperature on Earth. It is what creates tropical storms, the phenomenon of spinning tropical storms on Earth. There is a handful of other things on the desk. One of them is a sheet of paper that standard Japanese stationery paper. It has lines on it. There was something penned in ink. Right to the side of it is a number of forms that were filed before he got back here. There are 3 separate forms. 2 of them, the older ones, are requests while he was at the hospital to visit Ivy, both of which were denied. A third one was a request just to send her a written letter. That was also denied. On the desk in front of him is a letter that was about to be penned. It says, Ivy, I didn't get the chance to apologize for, and then the rest of it is just scribbled out. There is a spot, like an ink blot, on the last line of the letter that has just bled through the paper. The paper itself is cut up from the tip of a pen, pressed like hard into the desk, into the paper itself. And you see off to the side is a fountain pen where the nib has been shattered. Probably just from the force of pressing it down until it broke. And finally, there is a book that has been closed. It appears to be a very old, maroon-covered, hardcover bound book with gold embossing on the front. It just simply appears to be a book on the history of Japanese shamanism and sorcery, and has the symbol of a sword and a book on the cover.
Huh. Jeez. You can never give yourself a break, can you? He just looks over him and sighs, just taking in the severe amount of work he did during the night. He doesn't disturb any of it, but what he does do is he quickly runs to the... How many energy drinks did he go through last night as well?
There's 3 on the desk alone.
Jeez. He runs to the break room and makes a little bit of tea. Connell comes back and just places it daintily on the desk as to not disturb him.
While Ryuji is sleeping, Connell, you've sort of just gone up, checked on him, left him tea. You're not really doing anything else. Ivy, Phan, where are you right now?
I think sleeping.
Okay. Hours pass, and everything is quiet in the office. Makoto has not shown up to give you an assignment like she did last time after speaking to you after the team once again was at full strength. It goes to lunch. 1, 2, 3. Still nothing. Ryuji, you eventually wake up during this period of time, splayed out in front of your desk, ink beginning to bleed closer and closer to your suit. The rest of you have sort of just eased into the day, all giving each other space, almost orbiting around each other.
Oh, shit. I go to check my watch. Shit! I'm getting up. I take my coat off of the chair that I left it there, begin quickly putting it on, putting my tie on. Grab my suitcase, begin to run down the stairs.
So, Phan, do objects ever like to be, like, drawn on? Is like, spray paint and other stuff, is that, like, insulting, or does it depend on the object?
Well, if it's like a brick wall, then yeah, they definitely like it. It gives them some character. But if it's like, I don't know, in a piece of electronic and you're, like, basically waterboarding them.
Oh. I imagine Ryuji.
Clank.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did anyone come? I'm sorry, I completely lost track of time.
I meant Connell and Phan are sitting in like a sea of objects, and like Ivy is like, what is Ivy doing?
I wouldn't be there. I'd be in the workout room that I made.
At the gym. And we both look up at you. Makoto didn't show up.
No, we're good.
She didn't show up?
No. Yeah, a big surprise, actually. I think we got a little bit of extra time because we were on call with the last one.
Okay.
You got nothing to worry about. Also, we would have woken you up if something was going on. Don't worry.
Right. Thank you. Thanks.
You don't gotta thank us. We're a team.
Yes. I'm going to eat something. He floats out of the room that you guys are in like a ghost. You see Phan, he passes by you and just absent-mindedly steps on an object. Something that he's never done.
Oh man.
Oh no, I'm sorry. As he goes down to sort of grab it, you go to grab it at the same time. He whips his hand back.
Just let me handle it, okay?
Sorry.
Hey,
just
hey,
beelines
hey,
it out.
whoa. Connell follows him.
Are you okay?
Take care of that. I'll be back. Hey, Ryuji.
Yes.
Whoa. He like, because I imagine he's like shot up like sharp, and
yeah.
he's like, yeah. Relax. You can ease the shoulders. You don't need to keep saying sorry. You're losing it.
Yeah.
You were telling me just yesterday that you needed to relax, and it looks like you spent all night studying.
Look, can I be honest?
Yeah.
This place is insane. This place is insane, and I'm not talking about the sins or the powers or the fact that nothing makes sense, or that you walk down a hallway and you end up on the sidewalk, or I haven't met another person other than that woman wearing an eye patch. And you guys? I mean, the fact that everyone keeps using their first name, no one refers to me by my last name or with the proper honorifics. Everyone is vulgar, crass, impolite. They have no respect for authority or hierarchy. I have spent my life working hard and trying to fit in. And I have nearly gotten killed twice for it. I nearly got her killed for it. You see, he just stares at the floor. It's not enough to put in the work. I don't even know what the work is.
Hey, it's all right. I know that all this fucks with your perception of how the world works, especially with how we treat you. But I'll have you know that if you weren't there both times, people would have died. As a matter of fact, the wounds that you ended up licking after that battle, I think you took in someone else's place. It's a big possibility Ivy would have died if you didn't get hit. You ever think about that?
What? You say that to him, and you see his eyes go wide. He's completely unsoothed by that statement. Connor, can you tell me? Is there a single future when we were fighting that thing that none of us got hurt? That we weren't on the verge of death?
Hey, that's not fair. I know that my powers are like a new thing to you and you think that I have all the answers, but foresight is just flashes. It's not something where I can gaze into it and say that this is how it's gonna go and this is how we can play the game. It's an instant. And if I don't act on it immediately, I can't figure out what future is in store. I only get images. But you're being unfair to yourself. Just because there might have been an outcome that went better and perhaps soothed your nerves more doesn't mean that we're not existing in this one. I can't turn back the clock like that. And I don't think you should either.
You know, I saw it while you were using your powers. Just how much it hurts you to keep looking into the unknown like that.
Yeah. That's another thing. I've been careful about it so far, but The nature of Cain is to put you on more and more dangerous missions as time goes on. Odds are, you're going to be seeing a lot of my glitching, or whatever you want to call it, phasing. I've heard some Flux users call it, I don't know, temporal
Okay, you can
instability.
stop talking now. That's not going to happen.
Connell puts a hand on his shoulder. Just know that regardless of the damage that is done to us, we still help people. If these sins were still running up all over, causing chaos, people would still die. Our efforts are worth something.
Sure. But then again, we're not human, are we?
Yeah. We're not. He removes his hand and turns around.
Do you want some coffee?
Oh, we have coffee?
I mean, I took it out of my indulgences, but, it's not like anyone's been using it in the last 2 weeks, huh?
I would kill someone for coffee, yes please.
I'll go to the break room and make us some coffee.
Ivy, Phan, you are just minding your own business. Phan, you're repairing the object that Ryuji trampled on. Fixing it, bringing it back, just sort of laying things out. Ivy, you continue to punch the makeshift bags and weights in the room, in the gym that you built. Images in your mind haunting you of a past that you can't remember. As a day passes, 2 days pass, 3, 4, a whole week, with no notice from Makoto, nothing at all, until 2 days later, after the first week had passed, a small mission notice appears on the front door. You pick it up.
I think we all congregate around it.
It is a official notice for a hunt. You recognize this as the same one that was given to you by Makoto for Isobe, and the same one that was given, or similar as the one that was given to you for Yune. But this one is different. There is no suspected user. All it has is a partial location and a SIN type. Idle.
Oh, fuck.
Written in notes at the bottom of the page. You see Makoto's personal handwriting. Been tying up loose ends. Apologies. Feel free to check this out if you have the time. Figured I'd give you something to do. You might find it interesting. At the bottom of the page, next to this handwriting as the location, you see the name of the building. The address is for a building listed, it's one of the oldest skyscrapers in all of Tokyo. It's by the Tsukiji Fish Market.
Alright, time to get to work. Everyone get your stuff together.
You all head out into the streets of Tokyo on a beautiful spring day. It is no longer April. It's been basically a month since we started the series. Maybe a little bit more. So we're entering, or we have been in, prime cherry blossom season. As you walk down the very pleasantly warm streets of Tokyo, it's not progressing past a roughly 80 degree, 85 degree heat, but you can see the cherry blossoms as you walk down the beautiful streets surrounded by people. You eventually take the train and pop out on the market and walk 5 to 10 minutes, eventually reaching the market and then seeing a picture of the building presented in front of you.
Alright, I'll look around. Anyone nearby?
Average people, a lot of people sort of coming and going. You look at this building, and Ryuji, as a businessman, you would know this entire building wouldn't just be for one organization. It would be a bunch of different places, like each, renting out a couple of floors, renting out whatever the situation may be.
Right.
Hey, Ryuji, you ever work here?
Did I work here? No. I worked in a completely different ward.
Well, I mean, you might want to take point on this one. You actually look like you fit in.
I'll turn around. My suit is cleanly pressed. It's been cleaned and fixed up by Castle after our hunt. I'll turn around and go, let's just stick with the story that you all are my kohais. How about that?
Sounds good.
As we're walking in, I'll turn back to the rest of them and go, so, idols. Their powers revolve around other people, manipulating others, obfuscating or attracting attention.
Also, not only that, I do remember this, at least back when I was learning about sins. People can see this one.
Right.
So we need to take this very carefully. Because all the missions we've done so far, they were in some empty place.
Right. Everyone remember Axiom 7. In cases where civilians or law enforcement are present, the mask does not slip. We're office workers. And I turn to the other two and I go, that means using honorifics. And no first names.
Right.
Does anyone want to offer their last names now? Right, taken from childhood. Do you all want to make one up?
Ooh.
In the professional world, first name basis is considered impolite.
Oh, man. I get to pick one?
Yeah, you walk in and you see like a mid-30s age man just sort of sitting at the desk, and he's just sort of standing there, or sitting there would be a better way of describing it. Just looking at people, greeting them as they come in.
I'm like sort of squinting my eyes, looking to the rest of us. I go, it could be anywhere within this building, right?
Could be anyone within this building.
Who's like the CEO, right?
Sorry, CEO of the building?
Yeah, the building. Is that how that works?
Okay.
You see Kuroshi Petrochemical has a floor or an office on this building, and then you also see it's Zabimatsu, the building or the company that Isobe worked for, also had an office on this building. But as you can see, it's sort of like, the company was on the way out. They're in the process of cycling it out at the moment.
Ryuji's gonna go over to the receptionist and introduce himself very politely, reach into his coat, take out his old Tomoe business card, hold it out with both hands.
Hands it over. He sort of like reaches to it, like grabs it, like hits you with a very deep bow, like, oh, arigato gozaimasu. Just sort of like picks it, thoroughly like investigates it, takes a look at it. Oh, so. Sort of like dusts it off and like very like gingerly places it on the desk, and he just sort of like looks at you. He's like, how can I help you today?
Yes, we are looking for a meeting with Kuroshi Petrochemicals. I was wondering what floor they're on?
Oh, and he sort of just like turns around and like gestures to the board. You see they're on floor 42.
42. Great, thank you so much. I will go over to the elevator and beckon the rest of them over. Sorry, they're my kohais, just learning.
He's just like sort of like nods knowingly, like very much like, I see how this is. And then, you all sort of like shuttle into the elevator. You look at the everything for this building, and it's a 55-story building, but the floors are labeled. It's 1 through 56.
I'm going to be honest. Checking every floor in this building is going to take forever. We're looking for influence. We're looking for someone who has some kind of control over others, or the ability to pull attention to themselves.
Well, unless this place is stairs, you'd have to pass through here. I'm gonna place a hand on the floor of the elevator, and I am going to use psychometry.
Ooh, nice.
So I can touch an object to remotely view their memories up to 3 days now because of my cat, and I roll dice and see how many questions I can ask.
A 1 and a 2. That is 0 successes.
I imagine I see like a very imprecise, almost like a like court sketch in my mind of the people who have pressed the elevator buttons, as I'm going to see what has, like, who has touched this object. As I see flashing in my mind just hundreds of different people getting a scope on what they look like and the IDs are on their neck.
You begin to like see a bunch of different people use this elevator. A lot of the information completely useless to you, just people sort of going up and doing their things and just minding their business. But you notice one prevailing thing before you glean any useful information. Everyone here, and now that you're like out of the room and in the elevator, the doors have closed. Everyone here is smiling, like to a strange amount, not like a normal, like friendly amount, right? Like, not like the sort of business smile that Ryuji gives everyone, but it's extra noticeable now that you've entirely, like, removed yourself and you've, like, entered into this, like, mind space. All of these court sketches have giant, toothy grins.
Her eyes are, like, glazed over slightly, as she's not really looking at anything in particular. As she's kind of just saying, looking towards the elevator buttons. They're even creepier than Ryuji's smile.
Dude, he's right here.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Anyways, they're all weird. They're, like, freaky.
You, once again, like, you see a bunch of smiling people going up and down on all of the floors. You are able to, like, almost follow them like threads, and you notice that, like, this entire building has normally it's just like, oh, a person will go up to this floor, and then, you know, they'll spend all of their day on the 5th floor, go down to the 1st floor. Every single person who's been in this elevator has been on every floor of this building at some point.
Is there any floor in particular where there's very few or just a single person that have gone there?
Yes.
Which floor would that be?
You see the answer in front of you, and you try and formulate a way to describe this, but it's almost like a black box, like the universe itself has physically censored that information from you. Almost as if the elevator is not allowed, or the rules of the world forbade it from going into this place.
Hey, palace entrances. They don't have to confine by conventional reality, right?
No, never.
Not at all.
And how many floors are on this building?
55 on the registry, 56 in the elevator.
56. Well, I've checked every floor. Everyone that's walked in and out of here pressed the buttons to go up and down. But it's like there's something in between them. Is there a 57th floor?
Ryuji's gonna walk up, press floor number 56. We're about to find out.
The doors open, and you see just a smaller reception area and office spaces.
Can I look at the sign that is labeling this floor? See exactly what company this is?
It appears to be like some sort of charitable organization. It's listed under the name of the Coming Sunrise.
There's a receptionist or someone greeting people at the door, anything of that kind?
Yeah, there's a reception desk.
Great. I will walk up to it, hold out my business card, bow, hand it out, do the whole ritual, all of that.
And he just looks at you, and he goes, you notice him without, like, the micro movements, or it's like you're used to people, like, looking down at the business card you hand to them, right? He doesn't look down at the business card. Eyes locked with yours. And just says, Mr. Kitamura, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I am with Tomoe Manufacturing Group, of course. These are my interns. We are here for a simple meeting with your,
Big money guy?
Sorry, Miss Kobayashi here, she's quite, the jokester back in the office. No, we are here for a simple meeting, regarding our charitable ventures branch.
Oh, and he sort of looks at you, and he goes, oh, yes, manufacturing. And then he, like, winks. And he's like, don't worry, we have a meeting room prepared for you. Just a big smile on his face. And he just sort of stands up, dusts himself off, and he just goes, right this way. And then he just begins to walk deep into the office.
As I'm following, I want to scan the other people in this office. I am intimately familiar with the workings of people doing things within an office building. they go places with intention, and they usually go there and return hastily once they are finished with that intention. I want to see if any of the movements of the people in this building are put on in some way.
You like sort of take like a cursory scan. You don't want to look too hard. You don't want people to know that you're watching. I think I'm going to ask for something from you. Can you give me a roll?
What is this roll? Oh, it's a 4 and a 3. Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
So 0 successes. What do you think you see as you walk through this building?
As we're like rounding the corner, I'm like trying to take a glance at everything around, trying to see as much as possible. I'm like slightly falling behind, but as that happens, I just like miss the corner ever so slightly and walk past and end up bumping into someone walking through. Just another random office worker in this building who's like holding a cup of coffee. I go, whoop, bump into them. They spill their coffee on the carpet. I go, oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I'm looking at them in the face and I go, Matsuda-san? No, sorry. You look exactly like my old boss. My mistake.
No hatred, no discontent, just like, oh, it's just coffee. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. And just like the most like insincere smile you've ever seen. Just reflected right back at you.
Of course. Let me know if I could get you another one. And, sorry for messing you up. You couldn't be him. He would never have such a sincere smile on his face.
Of course. And then he just sort of like walks away.
Dang, you're lucky you didn't get that on your suit.
This place gives me the creeps. I'm going to go back, reunite. Sorry, got a little sidetracked. Let's keep going.
You continue, and the man just sort of like looks at you, the receptionist goes, of course. And then he just continues walking until eventually you find a small meeting room. You all walk inside, and he just goes, wait here, and then closes the door. As you enter the meeting room, you look around, and it is just a traditional boardroom. There's a table, 5 chairs, so 1 for each of you, plus 1 more, and then a dossier in front of you. A single manila folder sitting on the table.
I'll reach for the envelope.
You reach in, open it up, and on the page, you see just a couple of words. A couple of paragraphs. It's just, welcome, friends of the second sunrise. It is our honored pleasure to host you here today for the meeting with the... We've been observing your work greatly, and you've done quite a wonderful job with handling all of the challenges presented to you. The fruits of your labor will soon be rewarded. Glory be to...
What's it say?
I squint my eyes. Is it redacted, or is it just... Like, what's the deal with the thing that was censored?
It's like more than blacked out. It's like you look at the words on the page, and they're like jumbled into like an unreadable mess. Like it's just... It hurts to look at.
Right, there's some kind of... Sin power on this obfuscation. It's censoring information.
Well, it's obviously affecting the people here too. They're all creepy looking.
Yes, Sin might operate on multiple levels. Think you can do anything with this fan?
How important do you think this business room is?
I think it's a trap, and I think we should leave as soon as possible.
That's 2 ones.
Ooh, no money.
Wow.
I can view back a number of days equal to 3 days.
You see, 3 days into the past, that this folder was placed here before then. No one else has entered this room.
Can I detect if it was the same folder?
Yes, it is the same folder.
Hey, Ryuji. You said this was a trap, right?
Probably.
That's because it definitely is. We should leave.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I look at Ivy. I look at Phan. I look at Connell. Are you guys tired?
What?
Huh?
Are you tired
No, I got 13 hours of sleep.
of this?
Oh.
Of this?
I don't mean feeling physically exhausted or broken down or weary. I mean, are you tired?
I just want to go home. And the faster we finish this, we get to go home faster.
But Ryuji, spare me the speech. We gotta get out of here.
That's what I'm talking about, is when we step out of that room, what are we going to do? Are we going to play the game again?
Hey, if you're not feeling well, you could wait outside. We could probably finish this.
It's more than likely that if this is a trap, the moment we step out, we'll be jumped.
As far as I'm concerned, anything we have to do to defeat the sin is necessary. I'm ready.
All right. Sounds good. I will stand up, dust myself off, put my briefcase on the table, open it, take out 2 fountain pens, put 2 fountain pens in my inner coat pocket, hide another 2 fountain pens on my person, take out 2 more, inscribe 2 axes onto each of them. Let's do it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. I go for the door. Open it, throw it open.
You open the door, and I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I haven't been calling for tension or the shift of scenes. And you open the door, and nothing happens.
Look down the hallway.
Same exact way it was when you came in.
Look down the other hall. Does it lead anywhere?
Into the rest of the building. You get like this strange feeling. It's just things are violently normal. Like normally the weird stuff would have started happening by now.
I don't think that's my concern in the slightest right now. This thing's feeling violently normal. I'm just gonna start looking around, looking into cubicles, looking into offices, looking into conference rooms. Just start looking.
You poke around cubicles, offices, and you see like the workings of business. People like wave and smile at you as you begin to like walk around the office together.
I will stop in front of one of the office workers and I go, Hi, excuse me.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Who
That's
runs
great
this
to
place?
hear. Oh, that would be, and then you watch as like this person's mouth opens, and the subconscious of yourself, you know that words should be spoken. You know that like this is the part where you'd be like, oh, a name I can put to the person, someone who I can speak to figure things out. And then through this entire process, nothing happens. And once again, you try and remember the thing that you're sure that this person just said, and it hurts.
Look over to Connell. It's censoring reality.
Looks like it.
Perhaps the Sin host is walking around. They have been given a facsimile of powers, maybe some kind of smother abilities.
Is that even possible?
That would be very scary if that was the case, if we're matched up with someone who not only has the power of a sin, but a power of an exorcist.
Then we're on even ground.
Not really.
We have to understand that the Sin and the Sin host could be separate entities. Phan, you said that there was a space that had been disallowed.
Just like the words they're saying. Somewhere you can't go.
Censorship of reality. There's something here that is being obfuscated, but it has to be done consciously. You have to remove words, you have to remove a floor, you have to wipe it off of the directory. Where we find the trail, we'll find the Sin.
Well, if we have a particular space in mind for where we think this sort of hiding is being done, I could stop time and it'll reveal to me what specifically is being hidden.
I look down at the dossier, take out the paper again. I say, Connell, if you can stop time around this, do you think you'd be able to see the words?
Yeah, I should be able to read it clearly.
Great. I'll step
right.
back 2 feet, hold it up in front of you.
See you in a sec. He reaches out and he finds a Terran reality, and he pulls it aside as everything around him goes black and white. 1 second, beautiful.
For a fraction of a second, you are able to look at the name on this piece of paper. And you see it spelled out clear as day. It wasn't just one name on this piece of paper. It was two. And I'm going to give you a hook really quickly.
Connell freezes completely.
You read this information. You internalize it. You memorize it. You know in this fraction of a second as your brain begins to process the information that you've just received, how important this actually is and how much danger you truly are in, you and your comrades, as time resumes.
Are you going to use your power or what?
And you feel this intense pain in the back of your head as you take one stress. And the information you try and find, you try and grasp. You're like, what did you see? And you can't remember.
Ah, shit. It didn't work.
No?
I did, but whatever I saw in there is gone. No, I could have sworn I saw something. I did.
Any little bit, any hint, anything around it.
It's gone.
This is going to be a hook. Once this fulfills, you will remember what you saw.
I'm gonna try to jog my memory, but we should keep looking around. Fuck. I had it for just a sec.
So it's even knowing the information is enough to have it taken from you.
Well, no, by my own self-admission, I was only in stop time for a second, so I was only able to read it. I couldn't do anything else. If I had more time, I could have done more, but...
As Connell is sort of reeled from this pain in the back of his head, the office ambiance stops for half of a second as everyone turns to look at you, bright smiles on their face. They hold your gaze for another half of a second before completely resuming as if nothing happened in the first place.
Okay. Everyone saw that, right? Everyone saw that?
Yeah.
New idea. Let's just fucking leave.
No, we still got a mystery to solve, and after all, this is really dangerous stuff.
Okay, but if the people in the lobby weren't affected by whatever these people are affected by, if we just go down to the lobby, maybe we'll be able to read the note.
What if we just leave the building? What if we're out of its domain?
Hey, listen.
We were handed a dossier with no name on it.
But not only that...
Even Makoto said that this is, like, optional work.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to put people at risk. This is a developing situation.
And it's going to keep developing, but if we don't know which way to go, how are we going to make any sense of it at all? I say we should go down the lobby and see if at least your memory could jog.
No, I need to stay here. If I leave, I'm not going to be able to piece what I saw together. I need, like, more environmental evidence, or at least something.
Well, maybe if we go down to the lobby, it would jog more of your memory.
But no, I'm not where there would be something to help me out.
Why
are
not?
you
There's
so
people
insistent that
entering.
we go down to the lobby? What's in the lobby?
Because it's horrifying in here. Do you not see how many people are smiling at you all the time? Nobody should smile that much. It's not normal.
Ryuji stares at you and then goes, "Are we stopping because we're creeped out?"
Creeped out, and also, does anybody else have a better idea?
I feel pretty out of my depth, I'm not gonna lie.
Ryuji gets a bright idea. You know what? I just realized something. None of you are in the workforce. There's an important thing about the way we conduct ourselves within an office space. No, that's exactly it, is we always talk around the actual subject. It's a way of being polite. But if this thing's whole purpose is to censor information directly about itself, then all we have to do is extract information around it, and we can infer exactly what it is based on that.
That's what I was saying. Some kind of description should be able to make me piece this together.
If we simply figure out where it's not, we can figure out where it is.
Hey, I remember the faces of each person who touched the elevator button. If we can get a matching description, I could pinpoint exactly which one it was.
How trustworthy are all of these people, though? Because they're obviously under the control of something.
Hey, Phan, maybe you could give me a description of everyone who went to this floor and I could maybe sketch them.
I mean,
Everyone?
it's hundreds of people.
That's fine, we'll go through them. Just rudimentary sketches will be fine. Maybe I could surmise.
Well, maybe first, if we could just get a basic description from anyone here.
I can go talk to some of the execs, see what they know.
They can't say his name, but they can say what he looks like.
Phan, you start to describe things to Connell as, you like reach around for office supplies, and I'm assuming you have like a pencil somewhere with you as you just begin to
And
sketch
he has
out
his
faces.
journal. He has his journal, so if I have to expend a kit point for that, I will. But
Okay, while this is happening, we will go ahead and follow Ryuji and Ivy as they walk into one of the executive buildings.
Yeah, I'll just knock on one of the office doors, open it slightly, bow deeply before going in. I'll go, sorry, very nice to meet you. We are representatives of Toei Manufacturing. We were waiting in that meeting room for a while and then didn't see anyone come to get us.
And then you watch as this man sort of stands up, turns around and faces you. Giant smile on his face. Ah, Mr. Kitamura, we're very familiar with your work. Same with you, miss. And then just complete censor. Your work with Mr. Isobe was fantastic, might I add. Expertly handled. Do you want tea? Coffee? Can I help you at all?
Oh, we're quite alright when it comes to refreshments. Alright. So, this is simply an act of negotiation.
Of course. I mean, we're all fans of what you do here in the office. I mean, it's simply fantastic the way that you all manage to dispatch. I mean, and he sort of just like looks out and looks over. Oh, I can see the rest of them over there. Oh, when I tell you, we all had a couple, we had money vetting on, if Phan was going to be able to do it or not. But, unfortunately, some things don't work out, but that's okay.
Interesting. So, I assume you know why we're here?
I think so. Just not a shit-eating grin, but just like the most insincere smile.
I go, so then you know what's at stake here?
Oh, of course. You four are the newest batch of recruits for... Censored.
Right. The newest batch of recruits for that. And you are recruiting exorcists.
We prefer not to use that term. You are so much more than just that. You are enlightened. Given grace, the ability to see the unseeable, it's glorious, is it not?
How do you know about all that?
Oh. Just censored, told us everything.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Give Ivy a side eye. Look back, and I go, so, this little organization of yours, you keep tabs on exorcists, specifically under Cain.
Oh, heavens no. Keep tabs, yes. Under Cain. Those barbarians.
And so this is, what, some kind of cult? Some kind of organization?
You watch as this man looks at you, and you see the smile drop from his face. Mr. Kitamura, I urge you. We're all friends here. We're all on the same side of this. We all know what we want. We all know who we work for. It would be a shame if you didn't know what was happening right now, Mr. Kitamura. Are we clear? As the smile reappears on his face.
People have threatened me in a lot of different ways as of late. I can't say I'm quite used to it. It's funny, I walked into your office and I I saw the look of it, and it brought me right back to my life before exorcisms. You know, you really have a picture-perfect operation here.
Exorcisms is such a crude way of dispatching the fallen, don't you think? Such a shame that those same people couldn't be elevated, like you.
No. Let me finish.
Are you sure you want that, Mr. Kitamura?
Oh, absolutely. I've thought a lot about my old life and trying to go back to it. And coming to reconcile with, and I look over at Ivy, the fact that I am not special at all.
Oh, now we all know that's the furthest thing from the truth, Mr. Kitamura.
No, it's very true. I suck. I am terrible at what I do. I use my power, and I hurt myself. I try to save someone else, and I hurt myself, and then they have to save me. And you see that he's just looking down at the space between Ivy and him. I am constantly a liability. I can't control my powers. And I break myself on literally everything.
Now, you wouldn't be here if that was the truth, would you? He sort of puts his hands, he clasps them together and leans forward. Mr. Kashapin, we have been following you the entire time. Now, let me make it abundantly clear. You all do the good work that we need you to do, and handle our failures, like good little cogs, so that one day we can all be reunited.
Upon hearing his real last name said to him, his eyes are just like kind of wide. His customer service smile disappears from his face.
Now, Miss Ivy, we've also had our eye on you for quite some time. Do you ever think about that day, Miss Ivy? I know you do. We know you do, Miss Ivy.
Shut up.
Does the truth scare you?
Shut the fuck up.
Do you look into my eyes and are you afraid of what you'll find?
Shut up. I will burn you from the inside out until I can smell your flesh and I can feel your skin off of your bones.
Oh, and I'm sure it would be quite the righteous killing, Miss Ivy. I know you're capable of it. We know what you're capable of. That's why you were chosen. And we will cut away from this scene, the tension increasing, to Connell and Phan.
You know, do I even have to say they have a creepy smile at this point? It's pretty self-explanatory. All of them do.
I start every sketch with a creepy smile is what I've been doing because you've been saying that for the past 30 faces.
That's good then.
But the details.
And as you're drawing, Connell, you begin to notice something in the bottom, in each little piece of the page. Every face that you draw, every expression, there's a small part of it that doesn't quite fit. A line in the little corner, as Phan describes it, a eye where there shouldn't be an eye, a face where there shouldn't be a face, an extra mouth, an extra smile. And as minutes pass, as the conversation, may 10 to 15 feet happening to the left of you is happening, the world of your fellow teammates being shattered as you begin to piece these faces together, eventually revealing the outline of something.
Well, that's all then.
No, that's not right. Wait. Connell starts to take the additional features from certain faces and begins to sketch one face using each of those.
You start to sketch this face, and you feel a sharp pain in the back of your mind, almost like someone is reaching in and clawing around inside your skull, routing around, trying to pull out the information that you are about to bring forth.
Hey, are you good? Focus.
You take 2 stress from this. And you will go up 1 slash on stolen memories. As you look down, you see what you think to be the outline of a man or a woman. It's quite hard to tell, but there's definitely a face somewhere in this mass of papers.
Okay, I got a face.
Oh, so we did it then.
No, I have no clue who it is.
Oh.
We don't got any other features. The face is nothing. We don't know what kind of stuff they wear. We don't know how they talk. We don't know, like, the gender of this person.
This place is creepy. Even the objects are all sterilized and boring.
Really, what are they saying?
Honestly, not much. I don't like it.
Wait, Phan, you know what? Is there anything around here that you could talk to, I guess? I don't know. Something has to have, like, experienced perhaps, I don't know, a party or a social event or a speech, maybe? Yeah, wait, there has to have been like an email or something from the higher-ups to everyone else. Maybe you could get access to that?
I'm gonna walk up to one of the computers, take the mouse and wrap it around both of my wrists, placing it on the table, as I begin to beam psychic energy through the wire of the mouse as it seeps into the computer itself, as I'm going to use diplomacy to speak to this individual. Emma, so I can usually only ask a single sort of question. To talk to this computer, could I take a bargain?
Ooh. What are you gonna give me?
First bargain.
Until the scene is wiped away, anything. As long as Phan gets to go home and tend to her objects, it does not matter what happens, and as long as she is alive to do so, that's all that matters.
Oh, Lord. Oh, fucking Lord.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
What object would you say is the most important to you?
Her hammer. It's been there since she was a toddler.
Okay.
She would kill if it was even taken from her.
Okay. And you want to talk to this computer?
Correct.
And you're willing to give me anything?
As long as I have my objects, as long as I'm alive to tend for them, I will do anything.
I want your first positive memory of the outside world once you left your room.
My first positive memory.
Yeah.
Phan has always delved into the memories of others. And the same time this psychic energy travels up the wire, it bounces back like a rubber band through her wrists into her own mind, as displaying on the computer screen in a ASCII animation is Phan holding a plastic bag of objects with a hammer in the other. She is 9 years old. She is sprinting down a asphalt street as she sees a police officer and screams out to them as a ASCII animation is going through, as Connell can see that memory in a very simplified form.
And you feel a part of yourself disappear into the cyberspace that is this computer. A chunk of you now missing. What would you like to ask?
What can I call you?
I can be whatever you need me to be.
May. How long have you been here, miss?
My manufacturing date was roughly 2.5 years ago, and I was moved into this office about 2 years ago as well.
What do you know about what's going on here?
How much do you think you can take?
I've never had a conversation with an object I can't handle.
Very well. And you see splayed in front of you communications from this somewhat charitable organization to the Zabimatsu group, inviting the idea of a hostile takeover, deliberately starving out people, they're deliberately starving out their competition, sabotaging relationships that they have with other car manufacturers to deliberately put them in a position. You watch as you begin to understand the true extent of this charitable corporation's meddling with things. You look at the history of the ordering of Ueno's self off of the rig. You watch as the monitoring of everyone in the company and their aptitude for potentially becoming a sin, their aptitude for grace, marked down as a yes or a no, and who would be best to try and influence to gain a new awakening. And then you see detailed files on you and all of your coworkers.
Connell,
Yeah?
this organization is using the Psychic Sea as a weapon.
What?
Grace, exorcist, sins. It's a criminal organization.
What do they want to do with it?
I don't know.
Shit.
They've been watching us.
Oh, God. And we're in the fucking lion's den. How many of these people could turn heel at any moment, be a sin themselves?
The tension will go up 1 with this realization. And we will cut back to the interview between Ryuji, Ivy, and the executive.
Midway through your outburst, Ryuji's just holding your forearm over the burn scar that you got while we were fighting Ueno. Looking at this person. You know we're going to find your sin host. And we're going to find the sin doing this. And we will bring judgment. There isn't any trying. We do it. It's this or death. Button up my suit. It was nice talking with you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Oh, I will. I look forward to your future exploits.
You won't. Once you and everyone in this building wakes up. You won't. I'm going to go straight for the door.
I'm not gonna leave yet.
Well, seeing Ivy's not following me, I'm gonna linger.
You can go, Ryuji. I'll be fine.
Ivy. They're a puppet.
Even so, they know stuff. They know things. Even things I don't. Go. Leave.
It's a person underneath all that. You can't threaten them.
Leave.
You step out, and you see Connell and Phan.
Could I say I asked May, the computer, to download that information onto a floppy disk?
Yeah, of course. You gave me your first happy memory.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the two of them, just seeing their expressions.
Listen, there is not something right going on here.
We know.
Oh.
Hold on, give me a description.
There's no description. Whatever... Look, it's most definitely a sin, alright? It's some sin and some host, but whatever it is, it's in collaboration with something else. I don't know how they're doing this, but either way, there's definitely a sin in this building.
But we need to know who it is. It could be any of these people.
Ryuji.
Thank you. It's a start.
I've actually really been trying. They're not just letting this happen. They're looking into candidates, people who are capable of grace, capable of making sins. They're creating sins.
Tokyo Division 12 was shut down for a really long time out of a lack of necessity. Only recently were we put together to handle a sudden increase in the amount of sins. Do you think they're behind this?
So my day off was cancelled because of these guys.
Well, but not only that, I don't know it. I'm trying to piece it together. All I have is this stupid face. He shows the face to Ryuji.
Well, it's a start.
Ryuji, you look at this face, and as an outsider walking in, you look further at it, and you see a line through this picture that Connell and Phan couldn't see. Connell, you're not super studied on your kanji specifically, are you? Like, it's not something that your character would know, neither would Phan.
I would absolutely not know any kanji.
Again, canon, Phan can't read.
Yeah.
True, yep.
Maybe bathroom.
Most of the time that's just
So yeah, it's just a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryuji, you look at this piece of paper, this amass of images, and you see two kanji forming the word tenshi. which you know
Kenshi.
translates
Angel.
into heaven over earth.
Oh.
And we will cut back to Ivy. Now, he leans forward again. Miss Romanoff, or should I say, and he opens his mouth and no words come out. Just redacted, once again censored by the universe. What is it that you would like to know?
Where is he?
If it was that simple, wouldn't you know the answer? You don't think I wouldn't tell you? I'm in your corner, Miss Romanoff.
Where's that bastard?
I don't know. And neither does Cain.
On the simple fact, you're not you right now. You're not a human. You're a shell. I'm not gonna kill you.
I appreciate your kindness, Miss Romanov, but there's one thing you're deeply incorrect about. I'm not human. I am so much more.
I'm just gonna walk out the door.
You walk out the door, and you reconvene with your teammates.
Right, so we know that a sin has power over the building. We know that it's connected to others, that it's part of a larger organization.
I mean, this is bad. This is virtue bad.
The executive said he's more than... like, he's so much more.
Yeah, I'm certain he thinks a lot of things. Do we have anything else? You guys got no description from this executive?
You wanna go talk to him? He's a prick.
Yeah, I think I'm good. But you couldn't get anything out of them? No, like, where they've been, what they look like, what they got?
They don't want us to stop this.
Look, that thing has absolute knowledge of all of us. It also distributes itself via human hosts, as idols are wont to do. So that means we can't threaten them, we can't extract information from them, and it also has reality-suppressing powers. You know, I'm starting to agree with you, Phan. This is above our pay grade.
Wanna take the rest of our day off?
Yeah, I think we should recoup.
Like, you've never seen Phan actually get this close to you before, Ryuji. As she sort of opens her uniform jacket a little bit. Listen, I got some info. We need to get this out of here. As you see a floppy disk just placed in a coat pocket.
Are we walking away? Is that what we're doing?
Is there a file room? Like, somewhere, like, where I would be able to see it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll follow. I'm good with papers.
I'll follow as well. Why not?
You follow Ivy, and you eventually reach, like, the filing room. There's a bunch of filing cabinets. Everything is sorted alphabetically. You look around, and none of it is in the traditional setting, where it would be, like, listed under, like, kanji, but you find it under the katakana, which I believe is the Japanese language used for writing foreign words.
Like Ryuji's first name on his business card.
Do I find, Romanov?
You do?
I take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then can I go look for, Callahan?
You try and, like, think about the thing you just said, that thought you had. And it's stolen from you.
You see me just like a single tear from my eye, but I don't even know what's happening, and I try to like wipe it away really quickly.
Hey, Ivy, is everything okay? I don't know what you talked about with the sin in that room.
Why was I
but
over here?
You were looking for something? I look over at the katakana section. A name, maybe?
Do any of the names look familiar to me?
No, all of it's foreign.
Let's go. Let's get out.
Are you all returning to the elevator?
Yeah.
So you guys find anything?
No, not much. Listen, I think our best course of action is tell Cain, and if things are really bad, they can send a virtue to fix things out.
I think that we're getting a little ahead of ourselves thinking that they're going to let us leave here.
Well,
I'm ready to fight.
I've been itching to fight.
But I think our best course of action is to just recoup. And after all, Cain can chew us out for, not being able to find a sin. But they can only hate us if we fail to incapacitate or defeat one and run away.
You all are inside the elevator now. And looking at the button panel on the wall, you notice something that wasn't there before. Counting 1 through 56, you look down at all the buttons, but there's 57. And you look at the elevator, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up into 43, 45, and you look back down and you notice the floor where 44 usually would be is completely missing. There's an unlabeled button, though. That wasn't there before.
I don't think we should...
It's the room I couldn't see.
The floor that has now been redacted, or the floor that never existed?
There was one room that people were going in and out of, but I couldn't see it. It was like it wasn't there.
57 floors, but there's a missing floor.
The real question is do we want to go in? Or do we want to get the fuck out of here?
Seems like that's the palace.
Ryuji pushes past and presses the button.
I'm with them. I'm not too comfortable with these people knowing who we are.
You press the button, and you feel the elevator begin to shake and begin to rumble as it descends down to the 44th floor, eventually stopping as the doors open. In front of you, you feel a fresh breeze hit your skin as you step out of the elevator and into a giant Japanese tea garden.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry I pressed the button. I was thinking we should just go home and accept our losses. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
Ryuji-san, you're losing yourself. Get yourself in order. We got a mission to do.
We all want to go home.
Connell, that's Kitamura-san. And I've never felt more right about something. We were sitting in that room, I'm like making eye contact with Ivy. We're sitting in that room, listening to that asshole blabber on and on and on, pera 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 pera, about what our pasts were, where we came from, using my real name. We'll show him who's special.
We will.
We'll show him who's in heaven and who's in hell.
I couldn't agree more.
I dig the inspiration, but this environment is too serene to, get gassed in, I'm gonna be honest.
I could change that really fast.
No, don't do that. I kind of like it.
I go next to Ivy, I brandish 2 pens, and I'm like, you want to take point?
You all, as you step into this place though, Connell, you feel something very specific.
It feels like almost as if your physical self is feeling an environment more than it should. Your place in reality is less distinct and doesn't have, I would argue, just grounds to exist. So instead, your body is confused and is existing across multiple spaces.
Mm-hmm. And you look around, and you turn around, and where the elevator shaft would be is instead a horse-drawn carriage.
Fuck. Guys.
And you all think to yourself, this doesn't feel like a palace, though. This doesn't feel like how a palace feels. This is different.
Is there anyone in the horse-drawn carriage, or is it just empty?
It's completely empty.
Just an empty horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shall we meet with the daimyo?
Ha ha ha. I appreciate the comedy, but as in Tea Garden, is this still enclosed like we're in the building, or is it a completely open, air space?
You see, in the distance, it's almost like it is the size of a normal building floor, right? You look up and it's that 8 feet, right? But it's it stops and it's the sky, but it's not. It's also the floor of the floor above you. It's like unreality. It's there and it's not.
It's open? Huh? Wait a minute. I look back at the carriage. skyline of Tokyo. Was this teleportation?
Maybe.
This isn't a palace. We are in the real world.
We dreaming?
No, this can't be a dream.
Definitely not.
And Connell, you think about this, and you're like, this doesn't feel like a palace. But you know what this does feel like? This carries that same energy as that thing that's digging around in your skull.
Whatever's happening, this wasn't just here, this was on purpose. Whatever this thing is, it's toying with us. Quite frankly, I'm sick of this. Reality warp. I'll show you a fucking reality warp. I think if I stop time again, I might be able to dispel whatever this is and figure the way out.
Shall we?
I guess we'll play its game.
I mean, there's not really any other way out of here. The elevator's a horse now.
Connell, you have your gun with you at this point, don't you?
You can whip it out at any time, but yeah.
You pull it out, or you feel it, where you would normally carry it, and it's different.
Oh shit. What's different about it?
Instead of your classic Remington, it is instead taken the form of something much older.
Is it a musket? What is it?
It is. It is a barrel breech loading shotgun, one of the oldest ones that would functionally exist in old Japan.
No. This is not actual time travel.
Phan, you seeing this, pat yourself down. Your hammer is still your hammer, thankfully. But that information you pulled from the computer, you reach to grab it, and it's a scroll. No longer a floppy disk.
Oh no. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what's going on. Connell, this is your thing? Time, right?
No, this isn't time. They're trying to make us think we're back in time. This can't be real.
Are we going to... Come on, guys.
I just realized something. We never figured out what the cat of the sin was.
Well, yeah, because even the org didn't have enough information on it.
What are we dealing with?
Literally anything.
If this thing has the ability to alter things about the world and things about us, it's probably pretty strong.
Pretty strong. Little reality warping, little memory melding. Never hurt anybody. I'm just gonna start taking a stroll in the garden.
You continue to walk through the garden until eventually you find a trail of pink blood spilled across the ground. Following it, you walk closer and closer and closer to the edge of this place until eventually you can see two figures in the distance. You see a bloodied corpse, what appears to be an idol sin, murdered. Standing over its body is Makoto, holding a revolver and a small katana.
Hey, boss lady.
She turns to look at you. Hello, Phan.
Did you win?
You could say that. More like punishing those who don't know what their true purpose is, as she just sort of picks up the corpse and throws it off the side of the building.
No, you're the one who ordered us here.
It didn't seem like I needed backup.
Oh, you don't know. I mean, of course you don't know. Sorry, I shouldn't be daft. It's been 6 months.
What?
6 months where?
We've been in that elevator for 6 months.
Oh, you really don't know. Oh, you really don't know, do you? As she begins to smile and walk towards you.
Whoa, Connell begins to back up. Whoa.
I'm also backing up.
Yeah, you're not acting straight, Makoto. Stop walking towards us and start making sense.
Who do you think chose all of you?
Cain?
Ryuji, you're smarter than this. Come on, surely you knew something was afoot.
Hey, boss lady.
What is it, Phan?
We work for Cain, right? Cain, the organization that hunts down sins.
Oh, you worked for Cain, Phan.
Connell begins to drag Phan backwards.
This is something. so much more.
I'm standing my ground. I don't move.
Makoto. Without honorifics this time. Ryuji just says it out loud. If I may ask ever so politely, what happened to the last Tokyo Division 12?
She smiles and looks at you. Do you want to know the answer to that question, my dear Ryuji? Because I think you know what happened. There is no Division 12.
God damn it! God damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god.
A transfer notice comes out of nowhere and none of you question it. It's perfect. That's why I chose all of you. Oh, God.
We're gonna go to Cain with this. We're gonna tell them.
Begin loosening my tie.
You think if Cain knew about this, they wouldn't already have been here? They have no idea. All of you rounding errors. I mean, she really did a good job picking out this team. I'll give her credit for that.
But why now?
You don't understand. You are special. His Majesty sees potential in you.
You're sick.
No. I'm the cure. This world is disgusting. I will purify it. With his power. I should add that she really liked all of you. You know that? Just a shame she's not here to see it.
You can go tell her yourself. In hell. Connell raises his gun.
Oh, you really have no idea what you're doing.
I'm gonna take out my hammer.
We will now execute you as a sin. Please do not resist.
Oh, this is rich. This is so great. This is everything I wanted and more. Oh, you sweet, sweet fools. So much potential. Let's see where it takes us, shall we? As she steps backwards off of the edge of the building and disappears from your view.
Eyes up, everyone. I'm going to surround myself with 3 pens immediately. All of them rotating around my body.
You all watch as Makoto takes a step back off the edge, and you feel the shifting earth underneath your feet. You didn't hear a fall or a scream from here, but you feel as if the entire building is shifting under you. The water of the tea gardens beginning to flow towards the edge of the building. As you all begin to lose your footing, as you fall, as the gravity of the place you are standing completely shifts, falling out on the edge of the building. Standing there, looking up at you as you fall past her, is Makoto, feet firmly planted on the side of the building, water spilling onto the streets of Tokyo below you.
No, we're not playing on her playing field. I am going to pop reversal to put all of us back right where we were.
You all return to where you were. However, the place you are standing is different. The gravity of the space shifted physically. What was once the ceiling is now the floor.
Connell just basically, using his hands, tears into reality again and almost rips it as he pushes everyone through, and we're back to where we were.
Good thinking, Connell.
Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. Oh my god.
Yeah, but at least we're on an even playing field. Fighting while falling fucking sucks. Don't ask me how I know.
So we're oriented on the glass window. So it's like we're fighting flat against... Okay, cool.
Yes, in the rest of Tokyo is just in the distance as you are like vertically fighting on the side of the skyscraper.
All right, I'm going to go up to Ivy real quick. The both of you, actually both Connell and Ivy, place my hands on both of their shoulders, and I go, sorry to have to do this, but activation conditions, you know? And I will inscribe an access into both of you. It just feels strange. Like your nervous system is alight with a foreign grace.
Make it big.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm gonna start running in a wide circle, pen still spinning around me. I am going to put my hands on Connell You watch as he looks into your eyes, and all of a sudden his image in front of you becomes an after image as his own body is now rotating around yours at 60 times per second, and I'm going to fling myself directly into Makoto and just attempt to punch my fist through her gut.
Oh, that's a 6 on the risk roll for you.
Let's fucking go!
That is 3 successes.
Makoto is going to look at you as you appear right in front of her, and she's going to counter you. She looks into your eyes, Ryuji, and just as you're bearing down on her, your fist making contact with her stomach, she coughs up blood right on your face and just goes, "Do you ever think about the Ganges River, Ryuji? Has that ever crossed your mind? That your parents will die alone without you? Who will place their ashes in the river, Ryuji? Because it's not going to be you." As she throws you into the glass below her.
I land that blow into her stomach. That is a 6 on the success roll, by the way, along with 2 other successes. 6 on the wrist die. I just grab her shirt and I go, "You don't think that I know that I was destined for hell the moment I had these powers? I'm dragging you down there with me."
Makoto throws you into the glass, and I'm assuming you grab her as well, trying to preserve the energy and slamming her down with you. You tumble inside of the building at this moment.
Oh my god, 0 damage.
Oh, omitted all of the... Yeah, that's one of her counters gone.
So if she can counter us, logic could stand that we could counter her. But we don't know much about her. What is the most personal object on her person?
Her eye patch. And it's not even close.
I am going to use psychometry to delve into the memories of her eye patch and find the most traumatic thing from her past. You see a vortex opens up in her eye patch as it goes deeper than is physically possible, as purple light emanates off of it as I look directly into where her eye was. I'm gonna say to her, "You know, this morning, it was pretty nice. We were lazing around and not much was happening. And you stole my goddamn day off, you son of a bitch!" As I'm gonna roll psyche. That's 2 successes.
Holy shit. Fuck
Yes!
yeah.
Give us that
Wonderful.
trauma.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. You look at her entire life. Her first happy memory, her father teaching her how to ride a bike, and then you see something that you didn't think you were ever going to see. You see her death. You see Makoto dying with her own teammates. Her own squad. The eye patch reflecting in a pool of blood her ID. Tokyo Division 12.
But unfortunately, I am out of Psyche Burst, and I have to roll Sin as the recoil of this woman's life. As it dawns on me, she could barely make it. Am I gonna meet the same fate as... I'm gonna roll Sin. As I gain 2 Sin, now at 3.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the hole that was just punched into the side of this building. And do I see Ryuji and Makoto falling?
You see them falling until they hit the other plane of glass on the other side of the building. Just straight through the entire thing. Keep in mind, this building is full of fucking people. So you barreled through an entire office space. All of their gravity is completely oriented normally. So you just tore through an entire office building.
I'm gonna do Void, but I'm gonna do it weak. All the loose objects that's just in the room floats, but not the humans or the exorcist. Like pens, office supplies and shit, it all starts to float up. Any of you that can take advantage of what's happening right now, you get an extra dice to whatever you roll.
And then we do need a risk roll for this, yes.
Yes!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Dude,
so
a
bad.
6?
Division 12, baby. Represent.
The real Division 12.
Yeah, you throw all of the objects in the air, and it goes perfectly favorably for you.
What is Makoto doing in response to that?
Her revolver and her katana begin to float out of the air.
But as that happens, that single moment of distraction, of her being disarmed, I want to try something that I've never tried before.
Okay.
Admin, I'd like to make a bargain with you.
What are you willing to give me?
Knowing that everything I've done in these last 3 hunts that have changed my life forever and have forever marked me as impure, I am filled with a rage that no one can imagine. My nervous system is ablaze with utter fury. And as I scream out, I am going to reach for her head, grab it like a fucking basketball, and forcibly inscribe an axis into her. I will make her my plaything, and I will offer up my humanity.
You feel everything that has bound you to this earth, all of the work you've done to assimilate yourself into this culture that desperately doesn't want you, this corporation that has been puppeteering your life, everything that has been taken out of your control. You don't care anymore. You let all of that go. The bonds with your teammates, the memories of your family. You forget the color of your mother's eyes and your father's smile as you inscribe this axis onto Makoto, instantly manifesting a sin mark.
In that split second of distraction, my hand covers her face. She feels her spine lit ablaze, as for the first time, through both eyes, she can see in a very long time. She sees just me and her, and roiling beneath us is the psychic sea. And churning it like a great butter churn from the ocean of milk, creating the Ganges River itself, is a great wheel that spins and spins and spins, and she knows that I am the center of the universe, and that the world revolves around me. Ryuji's back looks different. He's grown, maybe 2 or 3 inches. His coat doesn't fit him anymore. The tie ripped off of his neck, his shirt unbuttoned. As he goes to remove this uncomfortable thing that now covers his body, spiraling up his neck, up to his chin, and down his back, covering his spine, is the flesh itself warped into a great spiral pattern that carves itself like the muscles itself are being warped, all around his back like a great tapestry. Dear Lord, hear me. I will slay them. By word of my mouth, by my actions and deeds, my judgments go forth like lightning. For I desire mercy, not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. But they, like Adam, have transgressed the covenant, and I hold out my hand, and an axis wills itself into being in physical form, like the lance of Longinus. They are unfaithful, for I am the burning crown upon your head, and the wheels of your chariot. I am the shepherd's cudgel, and the jawbone that has slain 1,000. In exaltation of your name, I plunge my hands into hellfire, until the stain is wiped away. And I slam Makoto into the wall using my axis at Mach 5.
She is slammed into the wall, breaks out of the glass at Mach 5, and continues to fall until you watch as her eye patch flutters off, and where there should just be an empty eye socket, there is in fact an entire, perfectly cylindrical hole bored through her eye. going out the back of her head, something you've never seen because she always wears her hair down. But now that the eye patch is gone, you see this perfect hole cutting directly through her skull. Blacked out entirely. No blood, no viscera, nothing. Inside of this void lays a kanji that you recognize. Tenchi. Heaven over earth. As she clasps her hands together, makes a motion and begins to chant as she reorients her personal gravity, falling back through the building, grabbing you on the way down, and slamming you back onto the place with everyone once again. Laughing to herself.
Yeah, that's still 2 successes.
She flies back through the building, forcing herself back onto the other side where everyone else stands, as she grits her teeth and unsheaths her katana. You see on the blade of this katana Ryuji's name carved into the blade and then marked with the the symbol destroy on it. Phan, what you see in Makoto's past is a insane realization. You realize that you didn't just see the future, you saw the past. This eye patch has been with Makoto for unknowable amounts of time. The death you witnessed of her and her team, her badge reflecting Division 12. You see her death, her bleeding out on the floor. And then you see the drilling of negative space into her skull, the implantation of this kanji inside of her head, and the recovering of it with the patch. And you know, you aren't fighting Makoto. You're fighting something worse.
So, the Psychic Sea is a lot of things. It is where grace emanates. It is the origin of exorcists and sin. It is also a place of ideas. Ideas of how things should work. Of ideas attached to objects. Now, usually, an object has a set of traits and they are set in stone. A car is fast. A rock is durable. But you can pull and add those traits multiple times over. Again and again and again, as you see Phan for the first time uses the skill Amplify. I amplify the gravitational pull of the windows, of the window frames of every object. Office chair in here pulls her to the ground.
She is slammed into the side of the building. However, this gravitational force you amplified around her also impacts yourself. You feel your footing being pushed further and further down into the glass as it begins to bow under your own weight, until eventually it starts to shatter, impacting your shins and your legs, the glass like bowing under your pressure, as you are going to take, for as expected, I think that's 2 stress. Wonderful. And so she has been slammed back onto the side of the building. She's no longer floating, suffering under Phan's interpretation of the concept of gravity.
I'm gonna take a few steps forward. I'm gonna hold out the hand, the one that's singed from the last time I did this. I'm gonna use Saber. And I'm gonna also use my passive. So I'm gonna take an unstable power hook, and I increase the cat of my power by 2.
4 successes. Oh, shit.
Once again, you see bright blue energy shift from my hands and just straight into Makoto. You can see where I was burned before starts to singe up again, and this time it doesn't look like it's hurting me, and I'm getting more used to it. But you can all feel the heat coming off of me, and it makes you uncomfortable. You can smell burning flesh. It's mine. I'm burning up from the inside, and I fall to my knees.
As this happens, you blast a chunk out of Makoto. She is like significantly, it's almost like the hole in her face. There's a chunk of her lower abdomen just missing. as she attempted to dodge out of the way. In response, she's just going to clasp her hands together in a form of prayer and just say one word. Fall. As everyone in the building, every single object in the building is going to shift its gravitational pull, and everything is going to come flying out towards you guys. Every single person in the building, every object in the building. As she utters this single command, you all feel the ground beneath you begin to shake as people begin to splat up against the windows, falling and building up like a bloody pinata of glass and office supplies, as eventually enough force hits the tempered layers of glass for it to all come exploding out from underneath you. Blood and gore rain onto the streets below of Tokyo as passers-by are maimed by the explosion of office shrapnel and human bodies flying out onto the street. And everyone will be taking 6 stress from this.
Is the eye patch still with Makoto?
It's like floating around her.
I'm not going to speak, but the eye patch will. As she hears almost whispered to her, which is strange because it's so loud she shouldn't be able to hear it, but she does. I don't know what happened to the last Division 12 or why, but I know one thing, and it's because you guys weren't good enough. For as long as the new Division 12 is on this earth, the stain will be wiped away. As I'm going to counter her.
Connell is going to give Ryuji a massive layup. He is going to use 2 Psychic Bursts, and he's going to have to take a little bit of Sin to use Time Stop again. 2d6. This is the amount of time that time will be stopped for. Fuck, 5 seconds? Okay. What Connell is going to do is, in stop time, he's going to run up towards her, make a massive jump, and slam into her and aim her towards Ryuji as they both fall.
We have no counter this time.
I would like to counter, because within Makoto right now is my grace. As she goes to counter against this attack that will send her flying into the pit, she goes to strike against Connell and to bisect him in half. And where she goes to strike a body, she instead strikes air, as her body has been rotated 180 degrees around herself. And she is now, her back is facing her enemy, the one thing you should not do.
You want that roll now? That is 2 successes! Let's fucking go!
So, and then, Naren, can you roll me the d3, please?
1.
Okay, it's going to be 4 stress to Connell instead of 5.
That's another injury. I am now 4 stress away from death. I just imagine that you see as time stop ends, and Connell is just like phasing rapidly as he is now also impaled by her as he's flying towards you.
As that happens, a blood-covered man with no shirt, 6'4", who's just completely still as he falls out of the building in front of Makoto and just says, "Who said you could leave?" I will place my hand upon her chest and attempt to use the axis within her body to crumple her from within, destroying all of her internal organs. 2 6s. A 5 and 2 6s. She sees that scene again that I showed her before. Just us in a void, and the psychic sea underneath us. Grace is pouring off of his now distended body, forming into ribbons like the steam of celestials. As he extends his hand forth, and appearing from the cuts and wounds upon his arm is a lance made out of pure grace. I send it forth, and it passes through her body harmlessly. But as it passes through, the world revolves around it, and her flesh spirals in to to that singular infinitesimal point. And by the time we are back in the real world, there is a massive chamfered hole in her torso, where her internal organs and body used to be. And it's done.
You look at Makoto's body, and the hatred and joy and aggression that was present in her one remaining eye begins to change as her expression softens. Ryuji, you look at Makoto, the glowing orb, the kanji inscribed into her soul, the grace that binds her, as it begins to blink, and then cracks and disappears. And you all feel this different gravity completely dissipate as you all returned to the normal standing of the world. And you feel a giant psychic dampener released off of you. It's almost like you can all breathe again for the first time. She looks at you, Ryuji, and she looks at the person that you were and the being standing in front of her now as Phan and Ivy begin to approach. She looks at you with genuine pity and sorrow in her eyes as Phan, Ryuji, Connell, all of you appear in front of her, looking at her slumped over. A realization dawns on her. I'm sorry. You were supposed to be my team. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm sorry. And as she falls to the ground, her body hitting the cold floor of the office, she looks at you, Ivy, and mouths, "Look like him," as the last of her soul leaves her body, as the corpse of Makoto Nakagawa lays in front of you.
Man, we sure showed her.
Good God, are you okay? Does Makoto have any form of Cain ID on her?
She does.
Can I take it?
You do?
Does she have any form of this other heaven over earth?
No, the kanji emblazoned into her eye socket is completely gone.
I'm gonna help cuddle up.
Ow. Ow.
I know.
So this is what it's like.
Is there a rolly chair in here?
Sure, yeah.
Phan, can you push him?
Yeah, chair, follow us. As it rolls across the ground.
You walk to the exit, eventually emerging at the edge of the building, looking out on the broken glass. The side of the building you were all fighting on, covered in just blood, the building stained red and brown, the other side completely untouched, as everyone fell out of this one side of the building. You make your way down the stairs, and you reach the ground floor of the building, and you see a figure waiting for you.
Hello?
In front of you stands someone with blue eyes and a long overcoat, the right breast pocket emblazoned with the Cain logo. They appear to be reading a book of some kind.
I'm gonna pay them literally no mind, and I'm gonna walk towards the old office building where we quote-unquote live.
Nice timing, jerk.
The book is closed, and they sort of tuck it under their arm and close their overcoat, standing up off the wall, walking towards you. Really super duper. Sorry about this. It's just policy. Sorry.
Can I ask a question? Why didn't you send a virtue earlier?
We couldn't. I felt the thing, and then it exploded, and then I got here as fast as I could, but when I got here, you had already handled it.
This is handling it? As she looks around at the dead bodies that have slumped up against the windows.
Yeah, well, okay. To be fair, they did have to drop me from Seraph to get here.
I mean, hey, we did fucking win. Ow!
Oh, that you did, champ. Okay, hold on.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Prudence. As they just sort of look around and go, okay, I think this is the best way to stop the damage. I cannot believe they wanted to send her here. That would have been a horrible idea. Okay, everyone, let's play a game. As they clasp their hands together and go, red light, as you all feel the forward locomotion that you all have just cease. You can no longer walk forward. as Prudence sort of like walks up to all of you. Okay, we've got Connell XID. Yep, listed as mixing in action as of 8 months ago. Phan, here you are. Ivy, yep, okay, confirming identity. And they just like go around and continue to check everything off. Oh, you're different. Hi, Ryuji, sorry about that. Ivy, by the way, spitting image. So strange. Okay, we're all going to go to the hospital now. How does that sound? Yes? Green light.